Where in the world is the cast of Zoey 101? Seriously, it's Zoey 101's turn on our Where Are They Now series. Zoey 101! Remember that really popular Nickelodeon show in the mid-2000s? It followed Jamie Lynn Spears as Zoey Brooks and her crew as they attend Pacific Coast Academy. It was the ups, the downs, the friends, the foes. You loved them then, and now let's take a look at what they've been up to since the show wrapped. Up first, obviously, we gotta talk about Jamie Lynn, and she has most recently been focusing on her country music career, performing at music festivals, promoting herself on radio shows, and the most notable single is her How Could I Want More song. Now, before starting on this music path, the star became a teen mom and took a long leave of absence from Hollywood, ultimately getting married to her husband, Jamie Watson. They now live in Louisiana with 6-year-old Maddie. And if you're a big fan of the younger Spears, you may have noticed that she made headlines just a few months ago when surveillance video surfaced showing her wielding a knife in her hand as she attempted to break up a restaurant brawl. But at the end of the day, music and family are at the top of Jamie Lynn Spears' list. And now let's talk Paul Butler. So this guy really went on to do regular voiceover work on King of the Hill. He guest starred on Criminal Minds in 2009, and he starred on the TV series My Music. Plus, it just got announced that he's set to star on a new pilot called Destiny 7 about 7 individuals from different walks of life who are chosen to help strengthen the faith in those who need it. Paul just turned 21 this past Valentine's Day, and he's also an avid singer. You can check out his YouTube channel for a few videos. And what about our girl Victoria Justice? You know that she joined this cast a little bit after the show debut as the aspiring actress Lola. She's definitely been quite busy post Zoey 101, from a handful of guest starring roles on shows like True Jackson VP and iCarly to full-on starring roles on Nickelodeon's Victorious and MTV's Eye Candy. In fact, she recently stopped by to chat with me all about the show. Also, V has been dating her boyfriend for quite some time now. They met on the set of Naomi and Eli's No Kiss List, and Victoria also has another movie wrapped called The Outskirts. Plus, she's been super busy hitting up events like New York Fashion Week, and we can't forget about her dip into the music scene, touring with Big Time Rush, and remember her single Gold and the music video that featured her friend Colton Haynes? Woohoo! Up next, let's talk Chris Massey. Now, you knew him on the show as Michael Barrett. Well, this fan favorite also took a bit of a break from acting and went on to pursue a music career, coming out with an album called Get Over Here with his brother Kyle Massey. And in 2010, the team founded Massey Boy Records. They also apparently had a reality show in the works with Bristol Palin before Lifetime debuted its own version. They pressed charges and the suit was settled out of court. Also, Chris has been making news recently after Lil Twist reportedly broke into his brother's home, attacked Chris with brass knuckles before stealing personal possessions. It's a really big story, and I'm sure there will be a ton of updates after this particular Zoey 101 segment goes live. But up next, we've got Matthew Underwood, aka Logan Reese, and he kind of seems to have been taking a bit of a break from the biz as well, but not before playing a role where his character got murdered on screen in 2009's reality Horror Night. And before Zoey 101, he was busy working on a bunch of voiceover roles, but since the show ended, he's reportedly had a few run-ins with the law. In April 2012, he was apparently arrested for drug possession, and then later that year, Matthew was again arrested for a probation violation. The charges were dismissed in the end, and we can't wait to hear a positive update from this guy very soon. Moving on, we've got Erin Sanders. She certainly stayed in the world of acting after starring as Quinn throughout the series run. Her most notable role is definitely Camille Roberts in another popular Nickelodeon show, Big Time Rush. And after wrapping a few years of work there, we've seen Erin in several shorts as well as guest starring on Melissa and Joey, and you can even catch her in a new movie called Chained and Bound coming out later this year. And now, guys, it is time for Austin Butler. This guy played Zoey's boyfriend, and after rapping on the Nick show, he lent his acting skills to Life Unexpected and Switched at Birth. You may have caught him on the Sex and the City early years spin-off, The Carrie Diaries, as well. Plus, most recently, Austin was featured on the hit TV show Arrow. And then he's also been tied to Vanessa Hudgens as real-life boyfriend for several years now. Our next Zoey 101 cast member who you might be wondering about is Chase Matthews, or in real life, Sean Flynn. He's been in a few movies including Return of the Killer Shrews, Hatfield and McCoy's Bad Blood, The Last of Robin Hood, and Wuthering High School. And you might have also caught him on a few episodes of Devious Maids just last year. And of course, we cannot forget about Abby Wilde. You knew her as Stacey Dilson on the show. Well, she went on to make appearances as Crazy Stacey on several Nick shows, including iCarly and Sam and Cat, and she continues to pursue theater in New York City from what we hear. And we'll wrap up this episode of Where Are They Now with Alexa Nicholas. She took on Nicole Bristow for the show, and she had a handful of guest starring roles on TV shows after Zoey 101, including Cold Case, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, CSI Miami, Ghost Whisperer, Supernatural, Heroes, Drop Dead Diva, and more recently, The Walking Dead and Mad Men. Wow, she's been busy. So guys, that is the latest from our favorites on Zoey 101. This was an uber popular show with many characters coming in and leaving, so hopefully you got the cast update that you wanted. Which career path surprises you the most, and do you want to see a Zoey 101 reunion happening very soon? Post your thoughts below, and thanks so much for checking out Clevver News. You can click right over here if you want to check out the latest updates on the cast of Victorious. It's Where Are They Now? I'm Dana Ward. Thanks again for watching. Tweet me at Dana Ward online, and I'll see you guys next time.